Hey folks, y'all ready for some damn good cooking? Well, you better be, because I got it going on today. Some baby back ribs. Welcome to BullDawg Barbecue. Well, howdy folks. We're at the BullDawg Barbecue Show. We are going to make something special today. Are those purdy or what? We're going to do some smoked baby back ribs. And I guess that's what these are supposed to be also. They're one of them pre-wrapped deals that they're tiny, but we're going to cook them anyway. So what we got to do first is get ourselves down here where you can see. Get my little chair. Can't stand up for long, as we all know. Alright, give me a little butter knife here. This one, I'm sure will be fine to take this off of here. We're going to find that membrane, that silver skin. Looks like we got a little bit hanging on here that don't like us. We don't need this. We're going to just shear that right off of there. Clear over there. Now maybe we can find that membrane. Usually come from the other end, but this one looks like it'll be the easiest to get a hold of. It's already splitting. That's what we want. Split her up there. Something that I can get a hold of. Sometimes this is easy. Sometimes this can be a real bitch. Let's get a hold of that membrane. But that one's going to be easy for me. You don't have to pull this off, but I don't care much for it. It's kind of tough after you cook it. Some of it will burn away, some of it won't. But like I said, you don't have to do it. I know guys that don't. Let's see if we can get, if there's even one on here. Yeah, it's on there. Do the same thing. Let's see how this one comes off. There we go. Like I said, sometimes they'll come off easy, and then other times you got to fight with them. If you noticed it left a little bit behind right there, I'm not going to sweat it. I'm not going to worry about it. Not a biggie. Alright, now, I'm going to take and put some stuff together here to make a rub. And let me get everything pulled over here, and then I'll show you what's going on. Alright, here we go. We're going to pull this out of my way here in a second, so we can get this stuff in here to show you what I'm doing. This is my pork butt rub, is what I use this for, but it works perfect for ribs also. Alright, we need a measuring cup and a measuring spoon. Got those. Alright, we need 3/4 of a cup of good old brown sugar. One of these days I'll have all this stuff portioned out and ready to go. Not today. Like I said, we're just getting back into things. I'm again still working by myself until this afternoon. Miss Kimberly's going to be here. And that's not 3/4 of a cup, gentlemen. That's a full cup. So we're going to pour a hair bit of this back in there, because I was yakking and wasn't thinking. There we go. Get that back in there like that. But yeah, Miss Kimberly's going to come over tonight and help us. Actually, she's coming over for dinner, is what she's coming over for. But she's going to help. She's making coleslaw, I believe. And we're going to do some hash brown casserole. Let's see. Next one is the salt. We'll go 1/2 cup on it. Like I said, I'm going to have this left over because this is for my, usually for like a 13-pound butt. So we're not going to need all this. Alright. Paprika is buried down in here, I believe. Yep, smoked paprika is what I use. And I'm going to go 1/2 cup on it. Or so, somewhere in that general area. Alright, we'll put over there. Alright, black pepper. Got it right here in front of me. been a snake that bit me. 3 tablespoons. I have been putting this rub together for, I don't know, it's been going on 2 years now. And it's not like I'm gonna bottle it up and sell it or anything like that, so you guys are to be able to enjoy it too. Garlic powder, 2 tablespoons. And so this is what I use, and it works out really well on both the butts and the ribs. Don't hesitate to add stuff to it. We're doing onion powder now. 2 tablespoons of onion. And like I said, you can keep this in this bowl. As long as you keep it sealed, you'll be fine. It won't dry out on you, or won't clump up on you. Alright, we need this little one, celery. I want a teaspoon of it. Loves me some celery. It adds that little touch to it that most people leave out. Alright, my cumin is the same thing. It's a teaspoon. Or they're roughly close by it. And then my secret weapon, this is a hot chili powder. And I'm going to go, I usually go about a teaspoon. This time, because I want some kick to it, we're going to go a whole tablespoon. Alright, now, get all this stuff out of our way. I want you to know, Kroger's, me and Kroger's, going to have a discussion because they've lost their damn minds. They sent this shit into my house. I went for tartar sauce. This is what they gave me. What the hell? We don't do this here. No. Trash. I can't say it enough. This is the only one I'm using. That crap, garbage. Alright, let's seal her up here. Get her sealed up and give us a good mix up here. We can get rid of all this stuff. Oop, room on the floor. We'll get them in a bit. I'm trying to get everything out of my way here. I got my smoker going out there. Let me go check it real quick. Alright, it's going out there, 122 degrees, it's getting going. We're going to take her up there to 225. We'll get this all mixed up. Alright, let's bring it in here. My other little secret weapon. People use mustard, and everybody that you see that uses mustard will tell you, oh, don't add any flavor, it's just a binder. No, we don't do that here. If it don't add flavor, it don't go in there. So, Worcestershire, that adds flavor. Take her there and put us a little on each side. On the backs here, kind of make sure everything gets a good cover, including the sides. I don't want it puddled, so I'm going to pour a little over there. I just want it wet. Don't need to be puddled. Don't need to set for hours and soak in. Doesn't need any of that crap. Just put it on there. Like I said, everybody wants to use mustard. They say, oh, well, it adds no flavor. Well, if it doesn't add any flavor, why am I putting it on my food? Alright. It's like, let me shake this again real quick. Looks mixed up, but I'm going to make sure. Nothing like putting a bunch of salt in one spot, you know. Alright. I'm just going to coat them. And yes, I do the backs just like I do the front. I coat them up real nice, because that seasoning is going to bleed through in between them bones. I want it all in there. If I can get the edges like that, I can with my bones. Same thing for the other side. Let's go ahead and get it while we're there. The ends. Everybody always misses these end caps right here. I've watched hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, and they'll miss those end caps every time. We raise it up and be sure we get the end. That's it. I'm making sure I get it on everything. A little more right there on that side on them bones. There's meat in between them bones, folks. Alright, we're going to flip them over, and then we're going to make them pretty on this side. Again, Worcestershire. There we go. Got that done. Dry off a finger or two here so we don't have everything sticking to me. Give them a nice good coat of this stuff. Alright, now, we pulled these out of the refrigerator about a half an hour ago, but we're going to let them sit here after I push that in there. See, now you've got tons of this left for other stuff. You want to cook you a pork butt? You're ready. I just leave her sealed up and put her over out of my way. She's ready for whatever I need it for. Pork butt, ribs. I've even put it on pork steaks. Any kind of pork, this stuff works for. Alright, let me wash my hands up, go check my smoker, get it rounded around, and then we'll be ready to throw these out there on the smoker. That's all one little place. I'm very picky, sorry. I got this area right there. Well, that's why we got a chunk of meat there that we can't have that there. Because that's just going to burn is all it's going to do. So might as well just cut it off there. I ain't saying I ain't going to cook it, but I'm definitely not going to leave it on there. They're going to put us a touch of Worcestershire in that little crease. I thought that kind of looked a little funny. There we go. I'm not doing competition or any freaking thing like that, so I'm not trimming them and making them perfectly straight and all that. I'm going to squeeze them together there a little bit and leave them the hell alone. So we'll be back. Oh, my fingers are too dirty to turn the camera off. Alright folks, I'm out here at the smoker and we're going to turn it up there to 225. It's at 130 right now. I turned it up to 225. Here's the catch that I work with on this Pit Boss. It's the Pro Series or Pro 4 Series 2. Okay, I love this thing. But what I found out is, see how it's smoking right now? How good it looks? That's because it's building up heat and stuff in there, and it's burning a lot of wood to get it there. What I want to do, I'm going to open this thing up. I ain't going to need these yet out, but I'm going to pull me a rack out. Like I said, it is not heated up yet. It's still working its way up, but it's going to start smoking really good here. So I'm going to put bone side down. I'm going to put my racks on there and kind of push them together a little bit. I'm going to take my little piece of meat here and stick her right there. I'm going to go ahead and close this up and let it get that first initial burst of smoke. I found out that if I put it in now, it gives it a better smoke flavor. And it doesn't kick it to where it's bitter. It still gets the smoke and gets a lot of it at once, but doesn't make it bitter because it's ramping up as it goes. I'm not worried about the temperatures or anything like that. It's, like I said, it's set. It'll go to 225 on its own. I just think it works out better. So give it a try and see what you think. And tell me, let me know what you think. Let me know if you get the same deal that I get. I think that I get a better taste by doing it this way, of putting it in before it's heated. Like I said, this one goes to 130 and then it's primed and set and ready to go. From there, you have to set your temperature. Well, when I set my temperature, I throw my meat in and it gets that first blast of smoke. So let me know what you find out on yours. Let me know what you think. We'll be back. And probably the next time you see me, maybe not the next time, but the time after you see me, Miss Kimberly will be here, and you guys will love her. She is a sweetheart. Oh, and I forgot to say easy on the eyes too. All right, we got her rolling. I have no idea. This is a Series 4 Pit Boss version 2. And if someone can tell me why that is coming through the door so bad. I mean, it is on there the way it's supposed to be on and everything, but yet it is leaking all the way around this door for some reason on this one side. I cannot get it to quit leaking. It's ajar for some reason. But if anybody's messed with these and knows something about how to adjust this door a little better, please comment for me and let me know. So we got her at 130 degrees. We got to get up to 225. So probably about 20 minutes, we'll get them ready. So there's where we're at now. All right, my friends, time for a check out here. We've been on about an hour, maybe a little over an hour with that warm-up time. Let's flip her open here. These things are a little warm, but I'm going to drag them out here. They really look pretty good. I don't think I need a whole lot of spritz, but I'm going to, if I can get this spray bottle to work. I just bought it, and you know, it's one of them dollar store things, so it might work and it might not. We'll find out. As of right now, not so good. Let's unscrew it a little bit. See if that helps any. There we go. Just had her locked up. Let's just give her a light little spritz here. This is apple juice and some Worcestershire mixed together. I don't like that spray bottle, but there we go. We'll spritz them down there a little bit. Get back here in the back. And then we'll push her back in there. Just set this over here out of our way. I want to see this little piece of meat here, because it's just a little tiny piece. Actually, it's not even, actually really not even meat. I don't think, more fat than anything else. But I tell you, it's good though. It's pretty much cooked all the way through already. Still kind of tough though. That's why we have to let the rest cook for so long. So we got her spritzed at the hour mark. We'll be back. All right, here we are back out here again. About the 2 hour mark. We're sitting good at 225. I love it sets itself and does its thing. Open her up here. See what we got going on. See, they're drying out a little bit, so it's time to spritz them a little. They got a nice pretty bark to them. Oh yeah, they're pretty. We're gonna spritz them up here real good. Well, we were going to, but there shouldn't be anything in there to stop that up, but it is. So let me check this out. All right, I have absolutely no idea what that was all about. There it goes again. That's what you get when, I guess, when you buy them at the dollar store. Your little cheap-ass spray bottles. I mean, they're cheap. I think it cost me $1, but maybe it'll do me enough here to get me going for one more round anyway. We'll have to see. What I do want to do, keep spraying that one, and we just get the front side. I want to turn it around here so I can spray that other side too. Sorry about the camera, guys. I only got one set of hands, and I just literally am here by myself right at the moment, so we're going to try not to drop them on the ground, because that would be a tragedy. Let's get this going in here. You can see that fat starting to render up there. I wanted to get both sides, get them good spritz on them. Alright, we'll come back in another hour. That should do us for now. Okay, folks, we're back in the kitchen. Pulled them off. The smaller one is really pushing it. It's going a lot faster because it is small. Here we go, you'll see how they are so far. I'm going to take, and I checked its little temperature just to be curious. This one is 167, 168, 170, right at 170, but it's still got a long way to go. So, but here's what we do. Let's go ahead and check the other temperature first. I want to just kind of give you a ballpark here. See, the bigger one is at like 155, 160. Yeah. And it fluctuates a little bit on them, so where you decide to stab it. But here's what I do. I'm gonna take, I got me some butter, and I'm gonna take these bad boys, and I'm gonna get me a knife here, kind of smear me some here on the top. Don't smear it too heavy because you don't want to knock all your seasoning off, because I mean, it's on there, but it's not, you know, like glue. Alright, I'll flip them over, put the rest of this one, cut it in half, and I'm just going to put it right on there. And I'm going to make me like a little sleeve here. Alright, I'm going to spray them down real good, get me some of that in there. Now you can double line these if you want. I don't, unless I get overzealous and poke a hole in it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I am going to do them face down this time. Alright, here comes the second one. And as you can see, they're getting there. We're going to take some more butter here. Same thing. I think I'm just going to, like that. I'm actually going to, if I can get this stupid thing to work. I'm not happy with this bottle. Flip it back over. The rest of my butter. I had just enough laid out for this job. Worked out perfect. There we go. Now, may have to double line this one. These bones look a little sharper. But goodness gracious. You don't have to put a whole lot on there. You're steaming it is basically what you're doing. Tenderizing the meat. And being this one is so big, it will have to have a double wrap. So, pull that up there like that. Wrap it like that. Take another one over the top there. There we go. Like I said, don't be too hard with them because you'll poke a hole and you don't want a hole. Alright. I normally go by feel on my ribs. I don't know if you, a lot of you may not know, take your tongs and hold your ribs up, and when they start to fall and they get little cracks in them, they're ready. I don't like to completely pick them up and fall off the bone. I'm not about that. I like a bite. So let's get them back on the smoker. Now let me say something, that some people have said before, and I do this by choice. People say, well, why you put it back on the smoker? All you're doing is smoking your aluminum foil. Well, the smoker's already lit. It's already the temperature. I don't feel like screwing with the oven and heating up the house. You know, it's already 87 degrees outside. It's warm enough. You know, air conditioners are working. Don't need them to work any harder. So I just put it back outside. So there's my reasoning behind not putting it in the oven. I could if I wanted to, but I'm just not going to do that. Smoker's on. Let's use it. All right, we know when to pull these things out of the smoker. They were wrapped. Now we're going to unwrap them, and we're going to put some sauce on them. I know people tell you, well, if you have to put sauce on them, they ain't no good. They're good, but I like sauce. So does Kim. So we're going to put sauce on them. Screw everybody. All right, here's what we got. Look at them things. Man, they look good. But now what I'm going to do, because Kimberly's not here yet, of course it's a woman, she's always running late, I'm going to put some more sauce on them, and then I'm going to cover them up with Reynolds wrap to keep them hot. That's where we're going. We'll be back. Alright folks, if you notice, Kimberly finally decided to show up an hour and 45 minutes late.
Hey, it's better late than never.
But she has made our coleslaw.
Yeah!
We're going to put that out of our way here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And we're going to grab our ribs. Put them right there. And one that we have not showed you yet. Now, this is her recipe, but since she was late, I had to do it.
Yeah.
But
Funny.
this is her hash brown casserole, and I'm hoping I did it justice. It looks a little dry to me, but hey, I'm a screw up, so hey.
No, you're not. We will put sour cream in it and fix it if that's what you have to do. Why is it so dark in here?
Turn that big light on.
This one?
Yeah.
Aha! Let there be light.
All right.
My gosh, can't make it happen.
Put that back on the stove, and we're going to go after the main deal here.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that it's not poisoned. It's safe for others.
You might not want to eat this, because I knew you was coming.
No money. Oh my God, you made two?
Yeah, I figured since we were sending some up the street there. All right. I'm gonna get my another set of tongs here. And actually, if you'll pull that aluminum foil off and put it on my cutting board, and we'll just lay it right there on them. There's
There you go.
the little
I'm a
one.
fan of white.
Look there. They're about ready to break.
I'm so excited.
I'm the type, I like a little bite to my ribs.
I do too.
I don't like them just falling off the damn bone.
Yes.
I just never have been a fan of that.
Okay.
So we're going to see what happens here. Actually, let's cut this one because we're going to put
You
it
need to scooch
in
your
a
camera
to-go
down.
box. We'll actually put it right there,
So you might want to adjust your camera.
and then
There you go.
pull down there because you don't need to see us. Let's see. I usually do it like this, about 2 to a thing. And there's, why is it? I know there's not another bone in there. Oh, it's because it's, duh.
What?
How about we go at an
Oh,
extreme
an
angle?
That's
Well,
one of them fancy pigs that had
yeah, I guess.
them crooked ribs.
There we go. Here you go. Give her a try and tell me what you think there.
I will definitely do it.
We're gonna pull back up here.
Okay. Oh my god.
Hey, if we're not gonna do it right,
Mmm.
we ain't gonna freaking do it.
Ribs are my favorite.
Now I've got a little spice to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not overwhelming.
I mean, it's awful. I wouldn't let nobody else eat that if I was
Mhm.
you. Oh my dude, and they're so meaty.
And like I said, I know people tell you that if you have to put sauce on them, they ain't no good. I didn't have to put sauce on them. I wanted to put sauce on them.
I like mine sticky.
So folks, we put up a new one every Sunday. Like I said, I'm just getting back into it. Everybody knows what's going on. Hopefully we'll see a little more of Miss Kimberly. Love her to death. She's a sweetheart. So, till next time, BullDawg says see ya.
Bye. I swear, every time I come here, you make me want to cry. So, I'm stitching your video.
The Prophet Williams.
The Prophet William. Oh, yeah, she's good. I like her. Anyways, I can't even with you right here. Just sitting there looking at me. You know, there's people that come in your life that try to motivate you. I got to meet one of the greatest people that I've ever been able to meet and become friends and sit and talk about everything and nothing, and he fusses at me and I fuss at him, and we're still able to go on and know that we love each other, because that's what real friends are supposed to do. So I try to be a little bit more mindful nowadays of making sure that whenever I make decisions or things like that, I think about what you would say to me. I hear your voice in my head.
That's scary.
I know, it's very scary.
Because believe me, you don't want to be in my head. It's a dangerous place to live.
Mine too. We're both admitted together. That's why we're. That's
Hey,
why
we may be
go on.
friends, but don't let her kid you. She beats the hell out of me every time she comes over here.
I'm like, make ribs, damn it!
She's literally got a metal pipe laying out there on the porch as it is.
So, but yeah, I'm trying to get my shit together somewhat in a way. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. But life is too short not to have friends in your life that motivate you and try to do whatever they can. So,
And I'm as proud of her as proud can be.
so y'all have a good night. We might go back live here in a minute once we start eating, but you never know, because I get sidetracked and it's like, unicorn, squirrel, pretty colors. What's that? So, yeah. Have a good night.